Sneasel, I'm doing a Pokemon Wordle. It's 7 letters for a yellow mouse-like Pokemon. Any ideas?
Yellow mouse-like Pokemon. Does it say yellow mouse-like Pokemon? Does it say the type of the Pokemon?
It says that it's a...
Gasman.
Sneasel, did you know that TV worked?
I will admit, I was not aware that TV worked.
The prices of Destined rivals are falling. And fast.
He does bring up a good point. The market is taking a turn.
How are we supposed to stay in business if the Team Rocket set is a flop?
Well, if a flop flops, it can bounce, right?
Yeah, a flop can plop and bounce.
So yeah, maybe it's just a flop and bounce.
I need you to make more videos hyping the set.
Now make more hype videos, that I can do.
For the glory of Team Rocket.
Hey, Sneasel, go ahead and cut that video feed.
I'm one step ahead of you.
To the danger room. We're gonna start off here with the Team Rocket's Mewtwo here at $379. Did it drop off? Yeah, it did, but now we're seeing a little bounce here, down to $331 at its lowest. You could have got this card here for $290. Now we have a little bounce back, so things are not looking so grim. $367.77, 16 sold at this price just not too long ago. Keeping that in mind, a $370 card, you pull that card in a booster box, you've paid for the booster box. Here's Destined Rivals, the complete booster box. That's 36 packs inside for $265. I think that is actually not a bad price for a booster box of Destined Rivals at this point. And again, we do see the prices falling off, but I think the prices were unreasonable before. Here we go, $413. That was the all-time peak. One of these actually did sell for $450. So if you had the FOMO and you got in this early, hopefully you pulled the Mewtwo and you sold the Mewtwo at its all-time highs as well. So let's have a look at some of the other cards. So with that in mind, we have the 265 booster box. That's what your booster box is going to cost you. That's going to be your cheapest entry as far as the price per pack. So Cynthia's Garchomp here has also fallen. Highest price, $295. Lowest price, $175. Here we're sitting at $195 with shipping for Cynthia's Garchomp. I think this is a fantastic card. I think this is accurately priced here at $190. Something I want you to also keep in mind is there will always be more cards coming into circulation as more and more packs are ripped open. So expect the prices of the single cards to go down over time. That's why you always want to wait before you complete your master set. If you're looking for a full collection of the cards, you want to wait, because the prices do go down as more supply is added to the market, but the reverse is true for sealed product. As more product is opened up, the prices go up because there is less of it. But we're talking longer term on that, so let's have a look at the Destined Rivals exclusive Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. And the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box is exclusive because it has a promo with a stamped Pokemon card of Wobbuffet. $185 here for the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box. Daily average sold 5. Highest price, $1,195. Somebody paid $1,195 for a booster, for a Elite Trainer box that is going for $170 right now. Don't be that person. Up here, look, these were selling, okay, maybe that says 0 sold. Here we have one for $1,030. And down here we do see the highest price sold was $1,195. Lowest price, $152. $152 for this, a steal. If you missed out on getting this Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box, do not fret, do not worry. They do come back in stock. Prismatic Evolutions has already come back in stock once. So keep an eye on the Pokemon Center to make sure you don't miss when the next Destined Rivals Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box drops. Now let's take a look at the normal Elite Trainer box. Down, down, down it goes. Where it stops,
nobody knows.
That's right, Sneasel, nobody knows. Down goes the Destined Rivals Elite Trainer box here at $92.49. The highest price people were buying this at is $350. People were caught in the FOMO bubble. Lowest price, somebody messed up here, $15 for this Elite Trainer box. Here sitting at $90. I'm starting to kind of get the feeling that $90 might be what the market deems an appropriate price for an Elite Trainer box, because if you look at some of the older boxes in Scarlet and Violet, most all of them are hovering right around that $90 mark. Some are a little higher because they're more desirable sets, some are a little lower. We're very much in the print window of Destined Rivals. It just came out. It's going to be printing for at least 2 to 3 more years. Here somebody bought 775 of these at $111 each. I think this is the Castman take. That is still a good price. If you look at the way inflation is going, I think if you're buying something right now for $100 in 3 years, I could see that being $200. Is that kind of an insane take? Yes, but these are not normal times. Ethan's Ho-Oh EX. Highest price sold at $152. Now selling for $140. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4 cards above $100 in the set already. Average daily sold of these is 1, and as you can see, what we typically see on every card graph for a new release is it spikes early on when all the FOMO is happening, and I don't know why you guys continue to do this. I know you're probably just trying to flex, and hey, it's okay to flex sometimes, but now it's taking the dip as we expected, and people are actually buying these up at a considerable rate. 25 here sold just between June 3rd and June 5th. One of the best looking cards in the set, the Team Rocket's Moltres EX, $150, appropriately priced. I think this is a $150 card. Easily, it is such an amazing looking card. Average daily sold of these is 1. The highest price sold, $335. Lowest price for this card, $118, now sitting at $150. Now, with all of these cards, even though I say they are appropriately priced, that does not mean that the price won't go down. It could still go down, and it more than likely will go down. I absolutely do not expect any of the card prices to go up in the near future. I don't think in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, these prices on these special illustrations are going to go up because there is only going to be more of them added to the market. Things will start to even out, and then we'll start to see upticks and down and up, and then the market will then start to really calibrate what it thinks is an appropriate price for the card. Here is something interesting. We have these pre-release staff cards, and all of these pre-release staff cards are actually going for a considerable amount of money. Here we have the Tyranitar from Destined Rivals at $109, $110, and of course this is also dropping off. Average daily sold 1, highest price $160, lowest price $79. I know a lot of you guys didn't have access or have access to the pre-release cards, so I'm not going to cover those, but if you're interested in those, just go check them out on TCG Player. Let's look at the Team Rocket's Nidoking EX, $134.99 for this card. A pretty big dip down here from highest price sold, $140. That's not too bad. Lowest price, $76. Something I want you to keep in mind when you're looking at these cards and you're deciding if you should buy or not is do look at the market price. The market price for this is $94.21. So I would say it's priced a little on the higher side here at $134. And as you can see here, 20 of these items sold for $93.17. If I scroll down, you'll see $94.99 here, shipping included for this near mint hollow foil version of the Team Rocket's Nidoking EX. That's a great card. Speaking of great cards, here is Team Rocket's Crobat EX, $62.50 for this card. What did it look like at its all-time most expensive? $167. Lowest price was $60, and now here we are at $62. Market value of this card itself is $65.34, so we're sitting pretty comfortably with this card. I think that is a fair price for this card. It's a great looking card, but you know, it's not going to be not a lot of people are in love with Crobat. But a Pokemon a lot of people are in love with is Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX. Here is the hyper rare with the gold borders, $62.27. Market price $58. Highest price $167. Lowest price $50 for this card. You would have got this for $50. That's a great deal. But again, the price just taking a big dip here. 44 sold, 36 sold here recently. Average daily sold, just one of these cards with only a total of 98 cards ever sold. Ethan's Adventure here with his Pokemon in the background. It looks very nice. $91.49 for this card. Average daily sold, just one. Highest price, $108. Not really that much of a difference here. Total sold, $69.
Nice.
And this card just continues to go down. This is just normal market behavior. This is just what happens here. We have Misty Psyduck. This is a card I think you're going to want to hang on to for a long time. I think it's going to retain its value, and I think the value is going to go up. We're already seeing a small uptick here because Misty is just one of the original Pokemon trainers from the original anime. Her stuff is always going to do well over time. Lowest price was $32. What a steal for this card at $32. There's a lot more liquidity in this card. That means they move a lot more faster than a lot of those cards that are only one sold a day. 3 times as much. Highest price $95, lowest price $32. Total sold $241. That shows you the demand for Misty Psyduck. The Destined Rivals booster bundle here, down to $52.95. Quite a bit of a downturn, all the way from highest sold is $85, lowest price $30. That would have been a steal for this. That's 6 booster packs inside for the booster bundle. You can get this in a booster box, and you're almost always going to have cheaper per pack if you go with the booster box over the booster bundle, but it doesn't fit everybody's budget, and I understand that. So if you're interested, grabbing 6 packs, this is the current prices for that. Ethan's Typhlosion here. We are actually seeing a card rebounding. A lot of these are just starting to rebound, but Ethan's is actually doing it. $45 here. Highest price $64, lowest $30. Total sold $297. Average daily sold is 3. People are interested in this card. I actually pulled this card during the live stream. If you guys want to come by and talk Pokemon, or if you guys want to do some live rips, I do it all here at the YouTube channel live every Friday. So stop by, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a stream. You're going to have a great time, and your cards are going to show up in the mail with some nice little, cute little stickers inside. Isn't that right, Sneasel?
Yeah, I like the Pikachu one.
Interesting. Pikachu. Interesting. Let's talk about pull rates. What are the odds that you will get one of these cards that we just spoke about? Your odds of getting a hyper rare are 1 out of 149 packs. This is the rarest type of card. If you want a specific hyper rare, that's going to take you 894 packs to open. If you want a special illustration rare, that's 1 out of 94 packs. So a way to think of that is 1 out of 100, you might get a special illustration rare. If you are specifically hunting, say, the Mewtwo, that's 1 out of 1,033 packs you're going to have to open to find that Mewtwo. If you want an illustration rare, that's 1 out of 12 packs. That's the Misty Psyduck, for example. If you're hunting a specific one, that's almost 300 packs. Ultra rares, your full art type cards, those are 1 in every 16. Your double rares are every 1 in 5, so you're going to see a lot more double rares, which are your EXs, in the small window. What are your odds of hitting either a special illustration, ultra rare, or hyper rare? We're not talking about double rares here. You have a 16% chance of pulling one of those types of cards every time you rip. So almost a 1 in 4 shot at getting a bigger card. Well, Sneasel, I think I'm going to have to give up on my Wordle. But when it comes to Pokemon, there is no giving up. There is only power. There is only precision. And yes, we have the control. My name is Castman, and this is Champions